right, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of SideQuest Podcast. Listen in and level up. I have a great episode for you today, but first, as always, let's get through the show notes. If you're not following the Facebook page, head over to Facebook, type SideQuest Fitness into the search bar, and like the page. There, you're going to get updates on podcast episodes, articles when they get posted, and you're going to get a brand new taco recipe every Tuesday for Taco Camp. Plus lots of other shenanigans and nerd talk throughout the week, so make sure you head over to Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is SideQuestFM. If you want to see some cool videos and random stuff on Instagram as well, you can follow me on Instagram. Same handle, SideQuestFM. Or follow me on Snapchat, SideQuestFit. Follow me there. Send me your questions. I want to get all the questions from you, help you as much as I can on your fitness journey or your journey in life, whatever it may be. But head over to Snapchat, SideQuestFit. Follow me there. You get a little more personal, in-depth look at the shenanigans I get into throughout every day. But I do love getting questions from the community, so please send them out to me. If you have not left a review for the podcast, please head over to iTunes. If you're not listening on iTunes and you listen on SoundCloud or Stitcher, leave a review there as well. When you leave reviews, it helps me move up the charts on the iTunes store so that more people can see and hear the amazing guests that I've had on and have on each and every single week. So make sure you head over there. And don't forget, if you haven't picked up your copy of the 7 Principles of Fat Loss, head over to sidequestfitness.com/7 principles, and you can pick up your copy of the 7 Principles of Fat Loss. These are the same 7 principles I follow each and every day and teach my clients to help them shred away more body fat, unlock heroic strength, and just look better naked. So if you want to unlock strength or just look better naked in the mirror, head over again, grab those 7 principles of fat loss, and start following those today. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. So over the last few months, you have heard me talking about my online clients, and you've heard from a few of my online clients as well about what they've done on their fitness quest with me. With summer heading in, I am taking a few more clients on to help people get ready for summer, help you get ready for bikini season or swimsuit season, or maybe this is your first time. Maybe you've decided that that's it. You want to get in shape, and you need someone to help you with your journey. On your journey, you need a Gandalf and a Samwise to guide you as you head into Frodo. And I am your Gandalf and Samwise, all packed in to one. I am taking on a few more clients. If you are interested, head over to sidequestfitness.com/coach and check out the page. You can apply there. You can find out more about what coaching entails and also see some of the amazing transformations that my clients have had while working with me. So head over to sidequestfitness.com/coach and apply today. So the audio on this intro is not that great, but I left my mic over at my internship because I'm recording some podcasts over there with some of my new friends that you'll hear soon on the show. But this is a Facebook Live that I did the other day. I converted it into a podcast because I cover the 4 fitness myths that need to die. And if you're not following me on Facebook, I wanted you to have this episode in podcast form because I think it was an amazing, amazing time. Some people came, asked some great questions, and I laid down the 4 fitness myths that need to die. So let's hop into the show right meow.
Step up and you gotta get it fitness. Host Rob at the moment and the quest is you gotta check it and wreck it. You're breaking personal records and with the help of the guests you won't be guessing on the lessons. That's a +5 fierce. Got a low-key bamf right here. You wanna meet him, there's no better way to greet him than to strike a boss pose. Take a look into the mirror.
Facebook Live, what is up? I'm just getting everything set up here so I can share this lovely video with everyone on the intranets. So welcome to Live. I'm going to talk about 4 fitness myths. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, as I do funky things with my fingers, that need to die, that need to go away because they suck. And they're ones that you've probably heard a lot in your life, or that you've heard in reading, or you've heard friends talk about, you've heard your family mention over time. But we're gonna debunk those and get rid of them. Jason, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining. I'm just getting this shared over to the group that I am in the man cave. Here we go. All right, so 4 fitness myths that need to die on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. Here's what we're going to go over. There's a lot out there. I'm going to stop rambling. All right, number one thing that I hear a lot and people that I talk with and questions that I get is, hey, Robbie, man, you know what? I want to turn that fat into muscle. I don't know where that myth came from, but that myth is you can't do it. You can't do it. Unless you have like some magic ray beam where you can change molecules. Fat and muscle are molecularly and cellularly different. They're completely different. Now you can lose fat and you can replace that fat by building lean and toned muscle, but you can't turn fat into muscle. I know alchemists for a long time wanted to turn lead into gold, and they never did that. But you can't turn fat into muscle. You can lose fat, and then the muscle that's underneath it will pop out and define, and then you can build that muscle up, but you can't turn one into the other. If you could, then you could just do the opposite, which you wouldn't want to do anyways. But that's the myth that needs to die. You can't turn fat into muscle. You can lose it, you can gain it, you can tone the muscle, but you can't turn one into the other. Okay, cool. That's fitness myth number 1. One that is big and common all the time in fitness and in the world. In the last couple of years, everyone has demonized carbs. Carbs make you fat. Well, fat makes you fat. Protein can make you fat. It's not the individual macronutrients, fats, proteins, or carbs that add weight. It's you consuming more of those calories, more of those carbs, fats, and protein than you actually burn. Carbs are your gasoline. They're your fuel for training. So if you work out 6-7 days a week, if you're a professional athlete, you need more fuel. If you're a computer game junkie who sits at home and maybe you work out 30 minutes a week, then, or 60 minutes, every couple of days, then you can get by with less carbs. But as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose fat. If you're in a calorie surplus, whether that surplus is coming from carbs or fat, you'll gain weight. You can gain weight if it is protein. However, because of the thermogenic effect of protein on your body's going to end up burning more of that protein off, but then it'll just store the extra carbs or fats. So find your caloric balance where you need to be. Best way to do that when you want to decrease weight is take the weight you are now, multiply that by 10. Unless you're like a 120-pound female, and then don't use 10. Use like 12 or 13. For that to find the weight, the calories you need to lose weight. If you're trying to maintain, anywhere from like 13 to 15 for average weight is good. When you're trying to find that number, and then plug in your calories into MyFitnessPal, and you can figure that out. Or leave me a message below with your email address, and I'll email you on how I do that as well. Speaking of calories, another fitness myth that is out there all the time is, if I don't count calories, I can't lose fat. I have to use MyFitnessPal. I have to count calories. You don't have to count calories. If your goal is to get like a 6-pack and get lean and ripped and you want to look like a Hollywood superhero, yeah, you should probably count calories. Because that's important to get to that point. You need to know what's going in your body. But if you're just trying to lose a few pounds and you want to look better and feel better and, take your shirt off and be able to put on a smaller size shirt, you don't need to count calories. What can you do? Well, there are systems like Weight Watchers. I have clients who use Weight Watchers. They don't count calories. They count points. I actually have a point system that I created as well to help clients long-term lose weight. I have a client who's lost over 20 pounds in a year. She's never counted a calorie once. Not a single time. She's only used my point system when it comes to losing weight. So you don't have to count calories. But if you want to have a huge transformation, if you really want to push yourself to the next level, then I highly suggest counting calories. There are a few options you can do if you don't want to count. If you want the point program that I use, leave a message in the comments and I'll get that over to you. My Health Points nutrition system. I gamified that a little bit, so you get to use that. A little different than Weight Watchers, but let me know in the comments and I'll send it over to you. But one thing you can do is make sure, 2 rules that I give to people is make sure that each meal you have green leafy vegetables, some sort of veggie, and some lean protein source. And the lean protein source for men can be about as big as your palm. For women, you can get about like half the size maybe a quarter size, depending on how big you are or how small you are. But for men, like a palm-sized portion is good at every meal, and then just as many veggies as you want. So do that at every meal if you don't like to count calories. Again, if you're trying to have a big transformation, I highly suggest counting calories, but it is possible. And if you're going on vacation, use something like a point system that I have. And Shay, I will get that over to you, Mr. Mayo, or I don't know, man, female, I don't know. But I'll get it over to you, Shay. I'll get that point system over to you. But that is one myth. You don't have to count calories to lose weight at all. You can use a point system. You can use Weight Watchers. You can just use your hands. Precision Nutrition has a great infographic on that as well. Oh, hey, Shay. Cool. I'll get that over to you, man. Justin, I'll get that over to you as well, the Health Points Nutrition System. But if you want to look up sort of how Precision Nutrition uses your hand, palm-sized portion for proteins, thumb-sized portion of fats, and like a fist-sized portion of carbs. And then taste the rainbow, baby. All the colorful veggies you can put onto your plate every time. So that's how you can lose weight without counting calories. So that's one myth I want to get done. And the fourth and final myth is one I really think needs to be eradicated. If you don't wake up the next day and you're not sore, you didn't work hard enough. You didn't have a good workout. All right, I'm going to equate this to sex because that's the only way I know to equate this. You can have great sex and not fuck really super hard. You can have really great, passionate, loving intimacy with a person and not have to just like gyrate like you're a sledgehammer, sledgehammer, whatever those drills are that they use on the sidewalk. You don't have to do that. Like, you don't need to wake up feeling sore every day. Being sore is not a sign that you had a great workout. You can have a great workout and not be sore. So if you think that if you wake up one day and you're like, man, I don't feel it in my traps. My traps are sore right now from yesterday. I had a jackhammer. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, jackhammer. You can have a great workout and not be sore. Now, why do I feel it in my traps? Well, because honestly, I haven't really trained them independently in the last couple of days. So they're not used to being trained. They're like, oh, the stimulus you gave us, we're not used to that. So you work them in a different way, so they're a little sore. But if every workout you're doing, if you're trying to get sore after every workout, rethink your strategy on that, because you don't need to be sore to have a great workout. You can be really whooped and be out of breath and be sweating, but all you did was body weight. You might not be sore the next day. You can go in and do light volume with good moderate weight, maybe 4 sets of 6 on dumbbell bench press, 4 sets of 8 on bent over rows, and then just like 2 sets of goblet squats, like for as many reps as possible. And you might not be super sore because that weight isn't heavy. It's not a tax on your body. So you're not going to be sore the next day. Does that mean you didn't have a good workout? No, you had a great workout. Depends on what you gave during the workout. Did you give it your best? Did you not? I hope you gave your best, but you don't have to be sore to have a great workout. So that's a myth that really needs to go away. So those are the 4. Again, let's go over those real quick. Again, 4 fitness myths that need to die. You can't turn fat into muscle. You can lose fat and replace that fat with muscle. Or if you have fat here, you can replace that fat with muscle by building up your triceps. Or when you lose fat, that muscle is going to have room to show and you're going to look tighter and toner and better. But you can't turn fat into muscle. Can't do it. Carbs don't make you fat. Carbs are your fuel. As long as you are in a calorie deficit or right around your maintenance calories, carbs aren't going to make you fat. Now, I know recently there was a big study about sugar, and some people finally showed that like sugar isn't addictive and it doesn't do all of that. There's no addictive properties of sugar. The thing with carbs are that highly palatable foods, like I'm just going to say like crackers and like sugary sweets and things that we enjoy are very easy to consume and put a lot of calories in. So that's why people went after carbs, because you give me a box of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'm eating the whole box. You give me a box of Wheat Thins, I'll go through all of that. You put bread in front of me at like an Italian restaurant, I can eat a whole loaf of bread because when it's good bread, like when it's, oh, so good. But
That's a whole lot of calories. Is it bad for you? As long as you're at your maintenance or in a deficit? No, it's not. Sean, a whole container of hummus. Yeah, I could eat a whole container of hummus. A whole container of hummus. So fats, carbs, proteins, all of them in excess will add weight to your body, but one or the other isn't bad for you. The other myth I wanted to cover as well is, do you need to count calories to lose weight? No, you don't need to count calories. Everyone who asked for the point system, Shay, and I don't remember the other name. I will get that out to you here after Facebook Live, but you can use a point system. Weight Watchers uses a point. I have my Health Point nutrition system that I use with clients that you get, 13 points for men, women get 10 points a day, so you can use all of that. Justin, I'll get that out to you as well. So you don't have to count calories to lose weight. That's a myth. The other myth is being sore after a workout. Being sore is great. Delayed onset muscle soreness is what you're feeling. Your muscles haven't been worked that way before, so they're a little like, whoa, what's going on? I'm going to protect you and tell you not to do this anymore and like make you feel really sore and bad. But being sore after every workout isn't a sign that you had a good workout. You can have a great workout and not be sore. Just like you can have great sex and not jackhammer away. So that's it. Shay, thank you for the question. What do I think about thermogenic supplements? Here's the thing. If your protein is high enough and you're eating enough protein, there's a post down on the SideQuest Facebook page that I mentioned before for how to figure out your protein. You're going to have enough thermogenic effect from the protein. And I basically assume that 98% of people drink coffee. Coffee can help with the thermogenic process. It can blunt hunger as well. Coffee, green tea, caffeine has that. So caffeine does a lot of things. I have an article coming soon about those things as well. That can help boost your metabolism a little bit and give you a bit more. Hot sauce as well. I posted on this earlier. It can do that. Most thermogenic supplements, though, are basically overpriced caffeine pills. Drink coffee. It's cheap. Or black tea. Or green tea. So much cheaper to just drink coffee. You're going to pay $30 for overpriced caffeine pills. Dude, save your money. Eat better foods. Use it to like buy more video games, or whatever. Shay, thank you for that question. Opinion about spot reduction. But you like Brandon? I do not like wimpy hot sauce. I will eat all of it. Listen, I signed a waiver once for a hot wing that I had to eat so that like it would not give me a heart attack, or if it gave me a heart attack, they weren't liable. My butthole was on fire for like 6 days. But it was delicious. I don't eat wimpy hot. I like Frank's. Get out of here. Get out of here. Justin, I believe you had a good question. What is my opinion on spot reduction? Spot reduction is one of those myths that I didn't cover in this. But here's the thing. If I do a bunch of bicep curls like this, like whatever, what you feel is you feel the muscle working and expanding. So most people assume or think that, oh, I'm working that muscle. That's like, that muscle is working. There's fat coming out of that. There's an old post on the SideQuest, on SideQuestFitness.com. I'll put the link in the comments so that you can read it. That shows this picture of, they took an x-ray where you could see fat of a very, skinny woman and an obese woman. And one thing that picture shows is that your body will store fat in places you don't think about. In your neck, behind your eyes, and your body is going to burn fat where it wants to burn fat. Just because I do a bunch of like curls or like tricep push downs, it doesn't mean my body's going to burn fat in that area. It might take it from behind the eyes first. It might go to the neck. It might go to your puffy little baby cheeks. Or it might go to your ass. Wherever it goes, your body is going to burn that fat where it wants to burn it, not where you want to burn it. So spot reduction doesn't really work. Things you can do to lose more fat, if you're trying to lose more fat, is obviously be in a calorie deficit. That's number one. That's the holy grail. Number two, you can up your volume of training a little bit, but make sure that that's something you talk to your coach about before you do that. Anything like that. But spot reduction is just one of those things. You got to take time. You got to keep hustling, keep grinding, keep putting in the work, stay consistent, and you will get there, and those spots will reduce away. I will tell you, for me, my biggest spot is right here on my side. Those love handles are a big problem area for me. My back will get ripped in no time, but that area is a very big problem. But it's all diet. It's all diet, some genetic things. Diabetes is in my family, so that is one of those things that I have to watch out for. Sean has a great question. What about losing progress on vacation? If you are gone for a week and you're not training, you're not really going to lose a lot of progress at all. What I say on vacation is make sure that you're walking and doing some extra activity. You can do some body weight stuff, but you're not going to lose a bunch of progress on 1 week. If you're vacationing for a month and taking a month off, you might lose some strength, but 9 times out of 10, your body is stronger than you think it is. Your brain just doesn't want to tell your muscles to work as hard as they can because your brain's an energy hog and is a lazy fucker and just doesn't want to actually give you the energy to like lift that weight. But if that weight were on top of like your girlfriend or your husband and you were like, I'm going to lift this car off of them or my child, how many stories have you heard about people who don't lift at all, but like lift the car off because adrenaline is going? Your muscles are stronger than you think, than you know. Your brain is the one telling you, I don't want to do it. F you, I'm done. So you're not going to lose a lot of progress on vacation. Stay cognizant of what you eat if it comes to diet. One rule I give clients, and I've written about this before as well, is have one bad meal. Maybe one bad meal a day. Make sure that your breakfast and like maybe your lunch are your good meals. And then at dinner, enjoy yourself a little bit. Make sure you're walking and staying active in some way while on vacation. If your vacation is to sit around and play Zelda all day, 1, jealous. 2, do some bodyweight routines. Give yourself a challenge. Like every time you die, you have to do 50 squats and like 50 push-ups. Adam has a great question. Do you have any thoughts about the best way to work out off a plateau? What do you mean by plateau? Like plateau as in you're bored with your workouts, or plateau as in like your strength is going down, or you're not seeing progress when it comes to weight loss? Because plateaus are going to happen. This is what most people think. Weight loss. Okay, let me get there in a second. I'll finish this thought, Adam. Most people think that like it's like this, okay? Like you're going up and you're going up in strength and yay! Or you're coming down, yeah, I'm losing weight. What happens is your body goes, oh, okay, you know what? I got this figured out. I found homeostasis now. That's what your body is looking for. Your body's constantly looking for homeostasis. It wants to stay the same. It's looking for the least amount of energy it has to do to survive. So you're going to have those times where you're losing a lot of weight and then you're going to sort of plateau for a little bit. And then you change your training up a little bit. Maybe you change your diet. Or more importantly, maybe you start getting more sleep. You weren't sleeping enough. Maybe you're too stressed and you find a way to reduce your stress. Then your body goes, oh, well, I don't have as much cortisol, so that changes everything, and your body dips down again, and it will come to another plateau eventually. But plateaus are just an area where your body is getting comfortable with this new thing that it's found. Adam, in terms of weight loss, the best thing that I say to do when it comes to plateau is this. Look at your outside factors of your life. Are you stressed? Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting enough water? Are you hitting your actual calories? Or are you just sort of like kind of guessing and assuming? Maybe for a week you got to pull out your tablespoon and your measuring cups and your scale and really see that you're dialed in for a week. Make sure you're there. But sleep and water consumption and stress are two of the biggest things you need to look for on a plateau. Plateaus can happen, and maybe your life is just stressful and things are crazy right now. So look at other factors before you start trying to go, you know what? I'm gonna take it down. I'm like slashing 500 more calories. I'm gonna work out 3 more times a week. I'm gonna go to this one place for a class. I'm gonna go to this other place. I'm gonna do 2 a days. Look at other factors in your life before you do something like that, because 9 times out of 10, if you can reduce your stress, if you can get an hour, maybe an hour and a half of more sleep, get off Facebook at like 9 o'clock at night, go the F to sleep, you'll notice things start to improve so much more. So guys, thank you for the questions. Thank you for participating. Thank you for hanging out and making this a success. This may actually go up as a podcast episode as well because I haven't created anything yet. So thank you guys for that. But those are the 4 fitness myths that need to die. Again, go over those real quick. Turning fat into muscle. You can't turn fat into muscle. You can burn fat. And then you can increase muscle, but you can't turn one into the other. Carbs don't make you fat, so eat your carbs, enjoy them. As long as you're in a calorie deficit or you're at maintenance, if you're over your calories, you're going to add fat. That's just science. If you're not sore, you didn't work out hard enough, BS, you don't need to do that. You can have a great workout and not be sore, just like you can have great sex and not have to go jackhammering away. And you don't need to count calories to see success at all. You can use a point system. Weight Watchers has worked. I have my point system, and Justin and Shay, I will get that out to you guys here in just a little bit. And Justin, I'm going to do more of these. I have a ton more planned, but let me know either on the Facebook page or on email, sidequestfitness@gmail.com, what you want me to do for Facebook Live, and I'll answer all of this here on Facebook Live. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and get out there and kick ass at life.
Step up and you gotta get it fitness. Host Rob at the moment and the quest is you gotta check it and wreck it. You're breaking personal records, and with the help of the guests, you won't be guessing on the lessons. That's a +5 fierce. Got a low-key band right here. You wanna meet him, there's no better way to greet him than to strike a boss pose. Take a look into the mirror.